Hey guys, Rich Pacini here, YouTube vlog and creator. I want to share with you guys on another camera I picked up from my local thrift store, and I just want to talk a little about it, and I hope you guys can stick around. And the camera is right over here. Let's go to cam 5. I picked this bag up, this nice Sony bag here. You can see it. It's brand new. And matter of fact, when I picked it up, it still had this attached to it. Brand spanking new. And I said to myself, what am I going to do with this bag? So I had it laying around for a while. And I said, you know what? I'm going to find a use for this here. So lo and behold, I got this at my local thrift store. I got it for a good price. I went to the thrift store a couple days afterwards, and I came across this nice little camera. This, folks, is the Sony DCR DVD810. It's the Hybrid Plus, and with this here you can record in 3 different modes, according to what I've been reading. You have the internal flash mode, whatever, that's built into the system. You got a little memory card in here that I had to pick up. Now I'm going to tell you some of the stuff I picked up over here. If I can get this out here, let me see if I can do it. There we go. I had to pick some stuff up in here to make this camera complete. Okay, I'm not going to sell it. If I was going to sell it, I wouldn't bought all that stuff for it. I'm going to tell you what I purchased for it, and you're probably wondering why. Was it worth it? I got the camera for a good price. Let's put it that way. All right, and it checked out pretty good. I have to honestly say afterwards, but let me show you. Let me explain some stuff. So here we got, like I said, that's a 2 GB memory stick. As a matter of fact, that's brand new. That's brand new. I got a lot of stuff I bought here is off of eBay. Okay, except the camera. Over here is the DVD, what do you call it? It's the DVD player, the little DVD. Now, let me explain something to you first before we get into this here, because I hope you guys can stick around, grab a cup of coffee, maybe you might want to hang out and listen to what I have to say. You might find it pretty interesting. You know, when you buy stuff from a thrift store, this is all it came with. It didn't come with the DVD in here. It didn't come with that little memory stick I just showed you over here. It didn't come with that, okay? Those are things I add to it, along with some other things. So, when I brought it home, I said to myself, you know, I bought this camera because I liked it very clean. Whoever had it took pretty good care of it, I have to honestly say. And considering I've seen cameras on eBay like this for sale, and in like really bad condition, like, you know, scratches, stuff like that. I can never figure out how they get damaged and stuff, but it happens. You know, maybe somebody dropped it, whatever. And this is a really nice camera, I have to honestly say. I mean, I have, like I said, I have a total, this is the 5th one. Okay, I'm not selling it. That's why I bought all this stuff for it. This bag, however, I was going to sell it one time or just hold on to it. I said, well, maybe someone might could use this bag for something, you know? And lo and behold, it was for this. And I'm glad I have it. My webcam is going crazy focusing. Sorry about that, guys. And lo and behold, it came in. So let me tell you the things I bought. Now, first off, when you're buying a thing, like when you're buying something from a thrift store, at least the one I deal with, there's no exchanges and no refunds. In other words, you bought it, you own it. Good, bad, or indifferent. I know you might say that's crazy, but that's their policy. That's how they have it. So I can't argue with that. I love the camera. I said, you know, you take a chance. I took a chance with the other 4. I have a total of 5 now, but the other one, there's one I bought that was brand new. Actually, I have a total of 5, right? Yeah. This is the 5th one. And the first one, the very first one I bought, that one there I bought brand new. Okay, and I'll talk about that in another video, but not too much. I want to stay focused on this. So anyway, this battery is as dead as a doornail. Now, what helped me out to make sure before I started buying other peripherals for this here, okay, just remember this is the DCR DVD 810 model. What helped me out, let's move this guy over here. Here's another one I bought at my local thrift store. Came just the way you see it. This little guy is the SR47, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, DCR SR47. I wear glass for reading, so the print is kind of small. I think that's what it is there. My webcam ain't going to zoom in, is it? No. Anyway, it's the SR47. So anyway, I took it again, but I said, you know what? I took this out, and I did a comparison. I said, these batteries look identical. Now, this one here is fully charged. Well, I think it's almost fully charged. You open it up, you get that there, okay? So that you know the battery's got juice in it, okay? As opposed to this one, when you power it up this way, like this, you push this little button in here, turn it this way, there's no juice there. Okay, it's dead as a doornail. Now, let me explain something to you guys. This, with this charging cable that came with this here, I purchased one off of eBay, brand new, and this is the L200C. Now, I just happened to look out with this here. Okay, this here, this connection had fit right in here. Okay, so I was able to power it on. Even though the battery's dead, I was still able to power it on. Okay, so I got continuity. I said, oh, this thing's good. It works great. It works. It does. It works fine. So what did I do? I matched this one up. I bought one off of eBay. Okay, and look, my cable's coming loose over here. I'll bag it up later. Anyway, so that was a plus right there. Okay, so I said, okay, so now I know that type of power adapter is going to work with this camera. Okay, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because you might be in the same situation. You might almost, well, maybe you might be in the same situation, maybe not. So anyway, the next thing was to take this battery out and put it in here. Okay, and it did. It worked. So this one here, let me go over here. You got to take this out like this. And remember, this is the Sony DCR SR47. Sony makes so many cameras, I can't keep up with them half the times. Okay, so this comes out like this here. Okay, and let me put this back in so we don't have no problem with it. I don't want it to get damaged. That thing's like brand new, by the way, too. I got the cables with it. I got the whole kit and caboodle at my thrift store. But we're not here to talk so much about that one. We're here about talking about this new camera. And the newer one, this came out, I think, in 2008 or something like that. It's an older camera. Now, here's the battery that came with it. Okay, and this is an original battery. And I'm going to show you, if you come across these things and you have to get a battery for it, like this here, what you want to look for in the user manual. This here, in case you can't really, it's the MP-FH40. Okay, now, let me share something with you guys. This one here that came out of the Sony DCR SR47, this one here is an MP-FH30. They make so many different of these batteries, okay? But this is the one that came with this camera, and I'm going to show it to you when I go to the user guide, the manual. Okay, so if you ever come across a situation like this and you want to get a battery for and you don't know what it is, you say, I don't know. Let's say you bought the unit without the battery. So what batteries does it take? I'm going to show you how to look that up in the user guide. Okay, or you should say the manual. All right, so this one here, we're going to put this one in here. Again, this is the MP-FH30. That's the 40, the one that don't work, and this is the 30. So we're going to put this in here, and one goes up different. One has different orientation when you're putting them in here. Okay. And this one here, if you look at the contacts there, they're on the bottom. Okay, so when you're putting the battery in, you got to put this in this way, like this here, like that. Okay, that just to share it with you guys. Okay, because you might get it and think it's the same thing. Okay, so what you're going to do is this one here, the contacts are on the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to put in here like this here. It's a little tricky getting it in at one point. Let me see if I can do this here. Let me see here. Right over here, going to open that little clip there. There we go. Okay, it just slides right in. Okay, now when you do this, see the light go on, and you got your thing there. It's all powered up. Okay, so remember I was telling you there's 3 ways to make videos. Now this is a 2 gig in here, the memory stick. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can take short little video clips with it. I mean, I'm sure it comes out good. I didn't give a test on it, but I'm sure you could do that there. It's usually for the photos because it does have a photo feature up here. I don't know if you can see that. You see my hand's blocking it. My webcam's not zooming in on it that good. Anyway, this button right here says photo. Okay, that's one way of doing it. The unit itself has internal memory, so I think it's 8 gigabytes or something like that. I'll show you all the specs on this here because I got a couple pages I want to share with you guys. So it has it there. The lens cap, just like in the other one, it's over here like this here. You move it like that. See? And it's a Carl Zeiss lens. I like Carl Zeiss. Okay. But this camera really works really good. It has another thing over here where I wasn't sure what kind of sold me on it was it's got a hot shoe in here too. So that's what kind of sold me on this here too. Now the other thing is, this is the one right here. Pop it open. And you got a little disc. Now this disc I bought off eBay. Brand new. It's a DVD read writable, so you can write on it, erase it, rewrite it over and over again. Okay, it's a little like that there. This is brand new. Okay, now let me show you the things I had to buy for this here to make this complete. Okay, so I ordered. Well, let me shut this off so I can see the juice on there. Power it off right now. We don't need it powered on. Did I power it all the way? Okay, there it goes. Okay, it's also got a nice little color viewfinder in here. These are the things. Let me move this bag over here. These are the things I bought brand new. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to take the pamphlets out here. All right, I'll take this stuff out. Now, mind you, I saved this here just to show you guys what I got. This is brand new. This is how it came. I opened the package up the other day. DVD rewritable. Okay, I bought it for eBay. Okay, it's got the case in there too. All right. This came, what is this here? Oh, this is for the Memory Stick Pro. Now, this here, I know the case is a little disheveled here, but this is brand new how to cut it out. So it's got a brand new memory stick here, 2 GB. That's how much I guess the person paid for it. Here I got a brand new, and I mean brand new, AC power adapter that came with it. Oh, no, it came with it. I had to buy separate. Okay, brand spanking new. This is new. And that's why I bought it. It's like and it's a Sony. It's a Sony brand right here. So very rarely you're going to come across brand new, especially for these type of things. Where now, if you did have to get it, if you didn't, I just happened to search like crazy to get it. You could get aftermarket ones that'll work with, but I just happened to get lucky, and I said, oh man, this is a brand new LC200C. Should be that there, same one I think, LC200C. Well, this is B, right? Yeah, C, B, whatever. Anyway. It works. This will power up my unit, and it does. I tested this already. Tested out. Okay. The other things I picked up, I bought this here to transfer the video over. Like when you make videos, you have to transfer it over. This is the RCA cables. This too, brand new, brand spanking new. Okay. So I got this, and it's going to work in conjunction with the Elgato stuff. Okay. You see the picture here? Do you see the color coordination? That's how you're going to transfer it over. You need these. This is very important. So this is brand new. So this I added to it. This one here is USB. This connects, I think it's somewhere along here. I'm not sure if it's in here or not. I think, oh, there it is right there. And you could plug it in that way. Now, I've never really tried it this way, or to plug it into the computer and USB. But this is a cable I had laying around. I wasn't about to buy because I already had one. And then the other thing I purchased, because I want to keep everything complete. And it came with the little bag, and people know what it's going to be. It's the little remote control, and it's been tested. It came like this in the bag. It's been tested. It works out. This came in, I believe this was brand new as well. And it takes those little coin batteries. I popped it in already. Had the pull tab where you pull it out to activate it. It does work. It's got a brand new battery in there. So, yeah, this goes with. So, if I was to sell this here, it's complete. I don't think I got anything here. Let me see if I got something in here. Oh, you know what's in here, folks? And this part of it. This is the strap for it. Remember I told you the bag was brand new? That's the strap for it. Everybody, this would be a complete setup. In other words, a person would get to be all complete. They'll have everything with it, minus the manual. Now, there are occasions where I might print out a manual. If I was going to do it, it depends, because if the manual is too many, and I'm going to show you that now. Let's go. Now I'm going to show you some of the things, how I came about knowing. If you come across something like this and you don't know nothing about it, get the model number, type it in there, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll give you all the information. Now, I'll show you right here how I know that MP40 battery, FH40 battery goes with this camera, is when you go to not the user guide. This is the user guide. It's a little over there. It's not bad, but you can if you read online. I got a 27-inch monitor. I know they make them bigger. This is big enough for me. I could read a lot of this stuff here. I could even print some of it out if I wanted to. But look at the user guide. 159 pages. Now, I'm going to talk a little about that as well. And again, you can see it's for this one here. Not only for this particular model, but the other one, DCR DVD810, DVD710, and the DVD810, which is the model I have. Let me show you how I know that battery does go with that. Let's go to page 20 here, and let's hit the button. And whenever you do something like this, if you come across one of these type of cameras, it doesn't give me any camera. If you're buying a DSLR, whatever. These are the check and supplies items. Okay, this is what usually comes with it. Okay, And right here it says rechargeable battery pack NP-FH40. So that's how I knew that that battery that was in there is the original battery, and that's what I needed to get, right? But there's a but. We're gonna get a little into that because I got everything but the battery. Okay, and the battery I want because, like I said, if I take it, if I'm going out an outing, I want to make videos, I want a battery. So what did I do? I went over here and I typed in what batteries can you use? Google, okay, did a Google search. What batteries can you use on a DCR DVD810, whatever. And this is what it tells you. The NP-FH50, NP-FH70, NP-FH100. It says yes, okay, because I typed in there, and these are the ones that are compatible with the H-series info lithium batteries, and that's the ones they tell you, okay. Then it says the Sony NP-FH is a standard capacity included with many of the kits. However, this one came with the 40, NP-F40, okay. Then they got the 70, tell you high capacity, and then 100 maximum capacity. Depends on how much juice you want, how much recording you're going to do. Now that DVD that's in there, I think it's only, for not my memory serves, I think it's only 30 minutes. I think it's only 30 minutes or something like that. You can't read, but it's rewritable. But you got other internal memory too, like I said in here. Okay, and I'm going to get to that too. I'm going to share that as well. Okay, so that's the ones. Okay, we're going to get to that in a little bit. Now, it says over here again. Can you use an NP-FH50 battery on the DCR DV810 camcorder? It says yes, you can use it. Okay, so I said, okay, all right. You know, sometimes these things are a little hard to come by. Getting original ones like this, especially brand new, is very unlikely because they're gonna be worn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know when it came out. Usually, the manual usually tell you. Let's go back to page 1 over here. It'll tell you, depending what the manual, you know, when it came out. It was 2008. Over here, you can see where my mouse cursor is. So this camera came out around 2008, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so. Now, again, like I said, we've seen that there. That's what it takes. And these are the things, this is how I know the other items I had to get. Okay, here's the power, the AC adapter, the power cord, the thing I just showed you, connecting cable, the RCA. This is the USB cable, and this is the remote control. That's how I know what to buy for this here. That's why I picked up these items. Okay, and the only thing I'm waiting for, I did try another company that has a battery, an NP, you know, the same model number, but it's not an authenticated Sony, genuine Sony product. So I ordered that today, so we'll see what happens with that. So we got that there. We talked about that there. So the NP50, well, FH50 will work with it, according to this here, okay? But remember, sometimes when you buy stuff, I'll give you an example. This is K-Star. Now, I bought a K-Star one from them, and it was for the NPH, again, FH50, and when I put it in, it didn't fit right. Now, I bought other items from K-Star. I love them. I recommend people, if you have cameras, you know, especially if they're still available, you could get pretty much different types of batteries for different types of cameras, okay, from this company called K-Star. I highly recommend them because I did pretty good with them. The only reason why that one didn't work, I don't know, because like I said, they said when they crafted it, I guess the when they make it or whatever, how they do it, it didn't seem to fit in the slot properly. Okay, and I was playing around with it, They said, and I ended up sending it back. So I ended up getting the battery today, ordered from another company, and it says NPH FH40. We're gonna see that I should be getting in a couple days, 2 to 7 days. So I just ordered it today. So, but that's how, you know, I'm getting all the components for this thing here, all the item accessories for it, if you want to call it that there, okay, to make it work. Now, in regards, I wrote over there, there are 3 ways to record videos on the DCR810. And then it tells you, the Sony DCR DVD810 HandyCam is a hybrid camcorder, allows you to record in 3 distinct ways, offering flexibility on how to store and transfer your footage. And it tells you, direct to DVD, internal 8 GB flash memory, and then a memory stick. Pro Duo, that's what I buy. Yeah, and I had to buy a special memory stick. You can't just buy, I have plenty of Sony sticks, the big ones there for my other cameras. They will not fit in there. You got to buy that one there. It's got to be the Duo, it's got to be memory stick Duo/Pro Media. That's the one you got to buy, right? That's the ones that work for it. And then they tell you the key features of the hybrid system, flexibility, dubbing, and so on and so forth. Now, when you look at if you do the pros and cons and see, you're going to hear people saying, that camera, I wouldn't waste a dime buying it. But I make videos with older cameras. And I will do a video on this here and show you, how that's done. I'm not going to do in this video because I don't want to keep it super, super long. But the whole premise behind this here is to share information with you guys, especially if you come across a camera like this. It does work great. I mean, I do love the camera. I really did a test video on it, and I recorded. Matter of fact, I recorded it off the DVD, and it plays excellent as far as I'm concerned. And let me share something else with you folks. I said this before in my other videos. You could have the best camera money could buy. What's going to make that video shine and pop, however you want to describe it, is the video editing software. That's what's going to make that video look really nice. And with the video editing software, you could tweak it, do colorization, you could make it cinematic, you could do a lot of different things. This video right now is being edited with the Filmora 15. Okay, they came out with the latest version, I think it was 15.3.10, and then this morning I was getting ready to use, I think it's 15.3.11. They're putting bugs and doing bugs and fixes in there. Some of them have new features to it as well, or improvised on the feature they have, but making them better. So that's what I'm working with right now. Okay, that's what this video is being recorded with right now. So I just want to share with you guys. Now, if you go over here, the reason why these are two the same. Now, if you're coming here, I'll give you the link to this here. Okay, for you guys, because you may have a camera like this and may not know how to work with. I will drop the link. Okay, and over here you're going to see the warranty. Forget about that. You're going to see two things here. The operating instructions, that's what I'm saying. It's a PDF file, and the operation guide. I not care about the guide's good to have too. It's very brief like that there. You can see this is it. We already did it before. And I like the manual itself. Okay, so in the manual, we go back up here. It's 159 pages. I don't think I'm going to print it out anytime soon. I mean, I do plan on keeping it, but I'm not going to do that. I printed one out for the SR47. Okay. Am I collecting these cameras? Someone would say, would you collect cameras as well? I go, people collect coins, I collect cameras. I don't know if I'm going to keep buying any more of these here. I do look for specific vintage cameras, Sony's only, because I'm a Sony guy. I love Sony cameras. I like their equipment. Will I buy any more of them? I don't know. I don't want to say yes and I don't want to say no. So I'm going to leave it up in the air. It depends on what I'm going to do with them, But I do make videos with them, and I will be making the videos with this here, and I'll show you how to transfer it over and stuff like that. It's pretty cut and dry. But the camera is a great camera. I mean, like I said, I tested it out. I did a little outdoor shooting with it, and I think it works great, So, but here's the thing, though. What I want to share with you guys, though, for those of you who are wondering, when it comes to transferring, and I'll do a video on it. I'll do a video on this if I don't forget, on transferring the content on your camera onto the computer. So this one here, I like Elgato products. This is from Elgato. It is, you can see it over there. If you can see that, it says Elgato there. There you go. And it's a video capture. Can you get a little closer? Let's see if you can see that there. Yeah, capture analog video from your Mac, PC, iPad, or iPhone. Okay, this is what I got. And as far as the unboxing goes, this basically, you get, I think, instructions with it. But this is the main thing right here. Now, you have to upload the software. You have to download it, the Elgato software. Once you plug this in, it'll detect it. And then that's when you're going to start doing your thing. And I will show you how to do that there. And basically, you're going to, these RCA cables, you're going to connect them in there like that, right? Once you connect them, this goes into your USB port. Oh, no, not to the USB. This goes into USB port. I'm sorry. This goes into the USB port on your computer. You got to put this in. After you connect this into the camera, you're going to plug them all together. And then when you plug this in, Elgato will detect it, okay, through this here, the video capture device. That's where you're going to plug this in, that little thing over there. See that? That's where you're going to plug it in. All right. That's where this little half moon guy goes in. See the little half moon guy? Oh, you can see it. There we go. That's where that goes in there. And it goes right over here like this. Like that. And then you connect the wires to this bad boy here. And then you plug the USB into your computer. And then it's good to go. That's how that's done. Okay. The other thing is with the memory stick, if you don't have a card reader, like I said, I do have a card reader for that there. You would plug that into the card reader. And I got that, let me see if I got over here. I got this at my local, I tell you that I love local thrift stores because you get so much stuff there. In this little box, the little case here, I should say. This is a card reader I got right here. I think what's in here now. This one here is Ultra Plus. Okay, this is the card adapter. Yeah, you got a card adapter with it there. I don't think I used the card adapter with it. This is for another camera thing, another one like this here. Okay, I didn't use it. They keep it in here. And this I got at my local thrift store. This is from Dynex. Okay, local thrift store. You plug this in here. They got the slots in. You plug that little memory card in here in one of these slots of here. This plugs into here, and you plug it in your computer. My computer auto detects it, and then I'm able to extract the photos off that 2 GB memory card there. Okay. Again, a thrift store find. I tell you the truth, I find so many good things at the thrift store. I mean, I tell you, man, I love those thrift stores. I really do. As a matter of fact, really quick, while you got your attention, hopefully, I got this bad boy right over here. Look at this guy I got. I collect tripods. No, I do have a lot of tripods. So seriously, this is beautiful. When I was walking out with it, I got this at the thrift store. And when I was walking out, a guy seen it goes, that's a nice what do you call it, tripod you got there. And this here, what's nice about it, you could also turn this into a monopod. And that's what it says over here. It says release detachable monopod right over here. You see that there? The only thing I got to get with this though is the screw that goes into here. So what you do is this would pop out. This thing would pop out, and you take this out here, and there's a screw that I got to order. It's a special screw for this here. That screw's like $10, but to get it, but it's like stainless steel, whatever. But this thing is great. I mean, I like the way it's crafted, and the functionality of it, the way it works. You know, I don't know. I just like the way I just like everything about it. And the way it moves, it's got that nice. I don't know. I just love it. I had to pick it up when I seen it. I said, and I got it for a great price. Okay, but it is carbon fiber one here, carbon micro, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. But this thing is great, and it's made well. Believe it or not, it's made well. I always wanted one, but I didn't want to shoot for the money for it, you know. So the thrift store came in handy for that one there. But anyway, that's all I want to share with you guys. I hope you found this video helpful in some way, and if you did, you get a takeaway from it. If you got any questions on anything, like I said, I know maybe some of you may be wondering, you know, with this camera, you'd like to see video with it. I will do videos with this camera. Not right now, like I said, I don't want to do too much out there to you guys. You'll get bored. But I will do that, and I'll share that stuff with you guys, and you know how it looks and stuff like that. And you know, the thing is, I want to say really quick, when it comes to cameras and stuff like that, I always like to read the pros and cons, and everybody's going to have a different take on everything. You know, like they'll look at a camera like to say, that camera, because I was reading some of this stuff on other sites, and you know, everything has a pros and cons to it. You know, it all depends on, you know, if you got the camera settings right, like for daytime shooting when it's at dusk and stuff like that. Same thing with DSLR cameras. If you don't have the proper camera settings, it's not going to be good. It's not going to come out good. Now, I don't think this has night vision. I don't remember. I have to look it up. I have to look up all the other information on it. But it all depends on how you set the camera up. I have other cameras where you got to go into the menu when you set it up for indoors, outdoors, like a seascapes thing. They got all these different type of settings in there. I'd have to show you guys because it gets to be overwhelming with all stuff. But it all depends. Again, if you're going to do a lot of outdoor shooting, I didn't go through all the specs in here and have like set this up because it does have quite a bit in there, like any camera. And if you're going to do a lot of outdoor shooting, most likely you're going to want to keep it set up for outdoors. If you're going to be out there the whole day, that's what I'm talking about. So that's what you would do. You go in there and you check it out like that. But you know, it all depends on how you. And plus, you know, get familiar with the camera. That's the thing. I mean, people say you got a lot of cameras, right? You talk about all the different HandyCams you got here, and I make videos with my iPhones. I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the iPhone 5S, and the iPhone 8, and I still use those iPhones to make videos today. If I don't want to take the camera gear with me, you know, like if I don't want to take this thing, lug the bag around, that's a big deal. I got my iPhone 12 Pro Max over here. Just, you know, take this with me. You know, this thing's a monster compared to the other things I have. You know, the iPhone 5S is like smaller, but I use the iPhone 5S as an action camera. So that's what's nice about that there. You know, you could still use them. And that iPhone 5S, believe it or not, makes great videos. Seriously. So, and I just want to say this. I am going to close out the video, guys. I'm sorry I'm rambling on. I just want to say this. I've noticed a lot of people looking at my older videos, the old evergreen video. I call them evergreens because some of them date back years. And then I also have some that are still, to this day, are getting views and getting responses from. And there are people out there that are pretty happy with the information I'm supplying them with. So that's what my YouTube channel is all about. If this is the first time hitting my YouTube channel, I like to share news, stories, and ideas for the content creator. And I do like to talk about the equipment I use to make my videos with. And that's basically what it is. Right now, I'm working with a Logitech Brio over here. That's my webcam. But for those who follow me on the YouTube channel, to be truthfully honest with you, I have a total of 6. They're all Logitech, but not the Brios, because that'd be expensive. You're talking, that's a lot of money for each one. I think I paid like $250 for that Logitech one. It's got the glass on there, whatever. But yeah, I have a total of 6. And the reason why I have that is because I like to shift around, shoot at different angles. And I came across another one in the thrift store, a Logitech. I don't have that hooked up. That would make it 7 webcams. Now I can even use I can use that iPhone 5S through a program called iRun. I could use that and make that into a webcam. So I mean, how many things? I mean, I could be surround sound here, only with webcams, right? People might think it's overkill. There's somebody else that has the same things, basically same setup. And I think he had to clarify too, like, you know, he's like he said one time, I'm sure people are going to say, why do you got all those webcams and stuff like that? But he's like me. I don't know if he got the idea from me. I don't think I got it from him. I don't know if he got it from anybody. I'm just saying. But some people like to shoot at different angles and stuff like that, you know. And that's all done through the software the software I use is called SplitCam, which is free. And through the Elgato Stream Decks. I got the Elgato Stream Deck 32 Key XL, and I have the Stream Deck Plus. Now, talking about Elgato, they came out with the Stream Deck Plus XL. The thing is huge. It's big. It's a big piece of equipment to put on there. If I got that, I'd have to sell these or keep them for backups, whatever. They want $350 for it. They also have a keyboard. Elgato also has a keyboard that has a built-in Stream Deck on as well. That's about $350 too. I'm not going to buy this stuff right now. I'm happy with what I have, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you know, money don't grow on trees, you know what I'm saying? I saved a lot of money for these type of things, and I bought them as I went along. I didn't buy them all in one shot, or it's, you know, you could really put a big dent in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? So I had to do things a little at a time. But yeah, but anyway, that's basically it, guys. If you found this video helping out in any way, you got a little takeaway from it, I hope it did. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and if you want to be updated when I post the videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Bassini signing off. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.